Hey everyone, Ben Eunson here. Today we're going to talk about something that guitarists ask me about reasonably often, and that is, how do you build speed and technique on guitar? Well, let's start off with some playing that might be an example of speed and technique in action. You might have heard me talk about this previously in a specific video where I discussed playing fast tempos in the context of improvised soloing. And if you haven't seen that, you can check it out up here. But today, I'm going to show you an approach to developing technique and subsequent speed on guitar that you can apply no matter what style you play. Before we get started, it would be great if you could give this video a like so that we can push it out to as many people as possible. And if you've been enjoying my channel, consider hitting subscribe down below and clicking the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Also, make sure to join me over at bensguitarclub.com, where you'll be able to learn my approach to guitar with my masterclasses and bundle packages, including the new BGC bundle, which features all 11 guitar masterclasses in one package. When you talk about fast playing or shredding on guitar, this will naturally elicit a variety of responses from guitar listeners. Some will be excited, some will be repulsed, and naturally, some may well be indifferent. For me, however, rather than focusing simply on playing fast, the overall idea is to develop your technical ability to a point where you have as few limitations as possible. In my opinion, developing technique and subsequent speed on guitar simply allows you more freedom in the realm of your own musical expression. It doesn't necessarily mean that shredding has to become the focal point of your soloing style, but rather if you can access this degree of technical facility perhaps 20 to 30% of the time that you spend soloing, I believe that you'll be able to reach a higher level of musical expression on your instrument. And speaking in the realm of guitar, I think you'll find that regardless of musical style, the greatest guitarists in the world tend to be able to reach this heightened level of musical expression, I think partially as a result of having great technique. That could be anyone from John Williams to Eddie Van Halen to George Benson or any number of other great guitarists. Let me know in the comments below if there are any particular approaches to developing speed and technique that have really helped you. Before we start playing, let's talk about getting a great sound on the electric guitar. You'll notice throughout the examples that I'm about to play for you that I'll be using a clean sound throughout, no overdrive or distortion. The reason that I'll be doing this is because often the first thing that gets sacrificed when we try to play fast is sound, when in fact sound is arguably the most important element of all. No matter how fast or how slow we might be playing, we've always got to pay attention to the evenness in dynamic volume of each note. If you can achieve this with a great clean sound, it'll sound just as strong, if not stronger, when you turn on some overdrive. Now let's choose a short musical phrase that we can play that consists of eighth notes. The short musical phrase can be literally anything that you like the sound of on guitar. Perhaps it's even something that is specific to the style of music that you play. The musical phrase that I'll be playing will be based on a G major 7 arpeggio played over a 2-octave range, utilizing a 2-string arpeggio approach. And I discussed this particular concept in great depth in my masterclass, How to Practice Volume 2, Arpeggios and What to Do with Them, which you can check out at bensguitarclub.com. In the context of our example today, it sounds a bit like this. Played up the octave. Now let's try playing this phrase in time. I'll be playing the phrase at a tempo of 100 BPM, but feel free to play it slower if you wish. Additionally, if you begin to feel any discomfort when working on a technique building exercise such as this, I suggest you take a break. Let's play our G major 7 arpeggio example as eighth notes at a tempo of 100 BPM. Let's play that one again. Now let's try it up the octave. One more time, up the octave. Now that we've established the sound of our phrase at 100 BPM, let's begin to increase the rhythmic value of our notes incrementally. Now, let's try the exact same phrase, but this time we're going to be playing it in the form of eighth note triplets at 100 BPM. Let's try that once again in triplets. Now let's try it up the octave in triplets. One more time, up the octave. Now you can see that we're gradually increasing speed with our phrase, and in combination with speed, we're also maintaining a consistent sound. Speed, in combination with consistency of sound, will help in developing our technique on the instrument. Now let's double our initial note value and try this phrase played as 16th notes at a tempo of 100 BPM. Let's try it one more time, 16th notes. Now let's try 16th notes up the octave. Sounds nice. One more time, up the octave. And now you can see how this approach slowly but surely develops your speed on guitar, and in combination with maintaining consistency of sound throughout, you develop your overall technique on the instrument as well. The beauty of this approach is that you can utilize any phrase that you like the sound of regardless of musical style, and it'll help you in developing speed, overall technique, all the while maintaining a very strong and convincing sound on the instrument. Remember, we've got to make sure that we don't sacrifice sound in the pursuit of speed. Let me know in the comments if you've utilized this approach, or if you have any other approaches to developing speed and technique on guitar that have helped you. And if you haven't already, make sure to give this video a like and hit subscribe down below so you don't miss any of my playing videos, live discussions, and lesson videos much like this. And if you'd like to learn my approach to the guitar, make sure to join me over at bensguitarclub.com, where you can check out my masterclasses and bundle packages. I'll see you next time.